killer in disguise.
They called this fluorine chemical the devil's pill.
A slippery, chemically stable substance with a high melting point discovered by sheer accident at DuPont's labs in Edison, New Jersey. Originally utilized in lives.
If you're using one's floss, because this pan and brand name Polytech powerful and not the kind of seasoning you want to add to your food, right?
Conducted studies which revealed the shocking health problems associated with the use of the fluorinated materials, but attempted to cover it up.
3M, who pioneered these chemicals for Scotchgard, they were testing them on monkeys. Most of the monkeys died. They were doing their own tests on rats. Watch the organs balloon. Now the rats are getting cancers. Tested them on pregnant rats and watched them give birth to pups with deformed eyes. So they yanked all the young women off the Teflon line, never told them why.
It shows that in 1997, 3M gave DuPont a material safety data sheet with a label that said cancer, warning, contains a chemical which can cause cancer. But 3M removed that label the same year and for decades sold PFAS without warning the public of its dangers.
You see the companies internally debating, do we say anything? Do we tell the government? And unfortunately, what they decided was no. Seeing the documents that in 1975, 3M was told, we think we're finding your chemicals, these perfluorinated materials, in the blood of the general U.S. population. And to see what was going on internally, 3M started testing its own workers and found, yes, this chemical is building up in the workers who were exposed to this chemical.
You have a large Facebook audience, why not monetize it? Already monetizing it, why not try to earn even more? I'm Daniel, and I will explain how to monetize Facebook traffic right.
Around Teflon. He was born with half of a nose, one nostril, a serrated eyelid, and a keyhole pupil where the iris and the retina is not connected.
We think of these chemicals as associated with 3M and DuPont, but they also had sold them to other companies that manufactured consumer products, manufacturing products. It was used in airplanes and cars, on and on. The applications were endless.
Workers are now using Teflon to rust-proof the inside of the Statue of Liberty.
I found that these chemicals could bond paper products to make food wraps, grease-proof wraps, cookie bags. One of the largest companies had patents for making popcorn bags.
Thousands of facilities, including the furniture store down the street that sprayed a nonstick chemical. On your couch to keep stains off. All of those places became environmental contamination sites.
We have to send a strong message to the inventors of evil things. We have to. We have
While the awareness of this evil agenda by the devil is being meted out on the nations under the cloak of darkness, God's people must of these age-long machinations, propelled by eugenics.
We're making the truth known. was sharing the truth with God's people. Because God wants to protect his people. God wants to guide his people. He wants to lead his people. And he does that
with Global, you order anything you want, and when you receive it, you celebrate its dancing.
Proverbs 11 verse 9, but through knowledge shall the righteous be
Planning
delivered.
to take an English proficiency test to study abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency test to study abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency test to study abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency test to study abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency test to study abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency test to study abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency abroad? Join millions of students who have already taken the Planning to take an English proficiency abroad?
The question is, why in the first place should they put it in food, in drugs? Hey, let's be clear about the pharmaceutical industry. I know that there are many who somehow believe that because they've gotten quite some help